The Woodland Park School District is facing another lawsuit.
This time it is for policies that teachers claim violate their free speech rights.
It's been chaos.
The community's concern about school politics are being swept under the rug.
Ever since new school board members won seats campaigning on conservative values and then made sweeping changes.
The school board has started to introduce a political divide to a group that had never had one.
They don't want to hear what you have to say.
It's terrifying. The board chose not to reapply for grants that paid for students' mental health services and became the first in the country to implement a social studies program called American Birthright, rejected by educators around the country, including Colorado's State Board of Education.
I never saw this coming.
The real harm that's being done here is the harm to students and that community when we see quality educators fleeing that district.
Do kids feel like adults are taking care of them right now?
No.
If they're not going to listen to us, and if our voices and our experience are not going to change their minds, then let's get the message out there to everyone else.
Greetings everyone, and welcome to tonight's candidate forum for the Gunnison Watershed School Board. My name is Brian Bernhardt. I'm a professor of politics and government here at Western, and I'll be moderating tonight's debate. The Gunnison Watershed School District, which includes both the Gunnison and Crested View communities, has a total of 5 members on the school board. This year, 3 of those 5 seats are up for election. This will, somewhat surprisingly, be the first contested election for the Gunnison Watershed School Board since 1989. The reason for this is that over the last 34 years, the number of candidates for the school board has never exceeded the number of available seats, thus making an election unnecessary. But as you can see tonight, we currently have 6 candidates for 3 available seats. Those candidates are, in alphabetical order by last.
Yeah, so I guess, like, way back, I started thinking about this. I kind of saw it coming about a year ago and started talking to people in the community about how I thought there was going to be an election for school board and what was at stake. And then, you know, not a lot happened. It was sort of just like conversations with people during school pickup and stuff. Then come like January, they started doing meetings, this community of student success. And what they were trying to do was just talk to anyone in the community who was interested in running. To say like, here's the role of the board, here's what you'd be expected to do, and what a campaign would be like. And I decided to run when I was seeing that there was quite a bit of reluctance from a lot of excellent candidates. And I thought it would be beneficial to have somebody that had done 4 years of work already.
Having grown up here and worked here, I had been asked for years to be a part of the school board, for years. And I think every retired teacher is asked because they understand the system or maintain consistency in the process of how a school board runs and supporting public education. In March, it was becoming apparent that there would be some people from a very different world view than mine, and I was concerned that we could lose our consistent governing board to something that was more partisan, and I just thought that was very dangerous, like the Woodland Park. I really didn't know what this slate business would be about until Mark and I happened to attend a meeting, a town hall. The things that were being said at that meeting and not being corrected just floored me, that no one was correcting the misinformation, and that did it for me right then and there.
And I think that was true of all of us.
Yeah.
We were really excited. Jody's name came up so many times. Like, can you get Jody Coleman? Can you get Jody Coleman? Oh my gosh, I think Jody's gonna do it. But also, I think we all wanted the 3, most qualified people to do it. I mean, I went in saying like, yes, I'll do it, but if there's somebody else who's like amazing, then I will totally throw my weight behind that person, and then it ended up that I was one of the candidates. But I think I think that whole group had that in mind. It was like, we're gonna find the 3 best, and even if some other people want to do it, like, we're gonna pick 3 and work as hard as we can to get those 3 elected.
Are running against 3 parents, which is a mixed bag, Republican and modern. And I drove in here last weekend, and the current board members are making out more signs, which makes me nervous, but I'm really hoping the community, well, I'm really hoping the community will show up and they'll be able to hold it back. So I'm anxious to hear it.
Really surprising that that happened there.
They've gone full partisan. Like all their signs are like vote conservative. If I'm totally honest, I think that when Woodland Park got taken over, which was about 2 years ago, 2021, that could have happened here because we weren't really paying attention. And it didn't happen, luckily, and Woodland Park made us pay attention. And we stood up, and we have community members, this amazing community for student success that has been involved in this since, like last March. And we've been talking about it for 2 years, that this might happen in Gunnison. So I think that that's why, and I think we got lucky 2 years ago.
Are they final yet? Are we anywhere close to final?
I think we're final.
I think we're final.
I think we're final.
What are the numbers? Where are these? Ratio is like
basically, so Jody has 4,379 votes, Mark has 4,121 votes, and Ann has 4,123 votes.
Yes, a landslide.
Man, that's a good whistle.
Hey, guess what? It would take some really crazy math to not have these 3 be our next school board. Thank you, Mark, so much. It's so nice to meet you.
Did you see the numbers from Delta?
No.
They have a school board election as well right now, and 6 people voted for one candidate and 7 people voted for the other. Yeah, this community is legit. Yeah, it's the real deal.
Colorado gives the school board a ton of power, and more so than I think maybe everyone knows how to use. So I thought I was enough of an intelligent person to use it wisely and effectively and not as a weapon.
Yeah.
But it could be used as a weapon real easily.
Really close school bond initiative where it passed, yes, to invest in improvements and expansions in our school by just under 130 votes. It was the most contested election for miles. And that night, there was a group of us together that was like, okay, now what about school board for next year? And here we are, 365-ish days later, and it's like every vote matters.
And commitment to fairness and an unwavering dedication to using external data and knowledge to craft the most astute decisions, unfettered by political or external influences. Sadly, it's become evident that some of the current candidates spin a very compelling narrative in public but their true motives and colors emerge in the shadows or on social media. Please look at that. Please join Ann, Jody, Ann, and me in shielding our school board from these imposters. Our children's futures depend on it.
I'm here because I've been here from the beginning. I believe in these candidates wholeheartedly, that they were the right decision to lead our school board in a really fair and balanced way, and that they cared about everyone, not just a certain group, but all of our kids, and that's really important to me. I love these people. I've worked hard to make sure that they are the winners, and we have a landslide victory, and I think that is really speaking loudly to what our community feels and what we believe in. So I'm so proud tonight.